Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. Let's move this closer. You tuning into Don M, the FDMG Boogieman, as I hit you with another video. We are going to do this video on a very, very touchy topic. The Umar Johnson saga continues. We have some letters that we are writing up right now, sending out some letters out to some individuals. Letters are going out, and hopefully we should get a response by middle of the month. You know what I'm saying? The middle of the month, hopefully we have a good response. Not we, but hopefully I have a good response, and hopefully I can get some justice really start coming around my way. But right now we're going to talk about a situation. Not going to have a long, super duper long live stream, but what I am going to do is have a live stream that's going to pretty much touch a topic that is really serious right now. One thing that's serious right now that I'm seeing is that there's a high rise in gambling. I mean, I think everyone's doing it. I don't gamble. The last time I gambled was in 2013. I think it was 2013. I think that was the last time I gambled. It was in New York City. We had the not the aqueduct, but forgot the name of the damn casino that they built. The little new casino they built on Queens, over by the aqueduct, and I actually was winning, but all of a sudden the negative energy came from the young lady I was with, and I don't know why, because she was with me. Then I just lost damn near $1,000, damn near $1,100. And I was like, this is the last time I ever gambled. Only good thing about it is that it wasn't all my money. I was up, so it was their money I lost. So, but the bottom line is I lost, and I should have just cashed that out and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I realized gambling is definitely an issue. I don't play lotto. I don't buy tickets. I don't do scratch offs. I don't do none of that stuff. So when I speak, I'm speaking from a genuine area that it's time for us to put all bets on the Most High. It's time for us to bet on God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see something, because I'm hoping that this video is going to be recorded. They said I ran out of space, so I don't know if this video is going to be recorded or not. So let me see if I need to clear up some space. Hopefully this video is recorded, and if this video is recorded, then this is going to be a good live stream, because we're talking about a very serious, touchy topic, and it's not just about gambling, but it's about where we put in our resources and also our thoughts. And so if you want to do something good, there's no way in life that you can do something good and think that it's going to. There's no way in life that you can think that you're going to get good results for trying to do something good, and you're doing it the wrong way. So we're going to touch this right here, because if you're going to gamble, folks, don't gamble on no dice, or don't gamble on the scratch. Gamble on each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a little bit more of a love and unity, and let's gamble on each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the best way right about now. That's the way to grow. That's the way to blow. And that's the way to teach someone so that they know how to grow and blow. But gambling on dice and gambling on little scratch offs and things like that don't show each other anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem where we at right now. Everybody's in a rat race for themselves. And so now you have gambling on your phone. You got FanDuel. You got all sorts and forms of gambling. And everybody's all in. I'm talking about from grandmas to grandpas all the way to little kids. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the way, folks. And so we're going to touch we're going to touch this topic, because this topic must be touched. This is beyond Umar Johnson. This is for all those people out there who have dreams. This is for all those people out there who have goals, but they don't know how to get the money to put towards it. This is actually for me myself. You know what I'm saying? So this conversation I'm going to be a puppet. I'm going to be a ventriloquist. That's 90% of it. It's not even going to be me talking, because I'm gonna tell you, honest God truth. This pillow right here is all I want. All I really want to do is take my hat off and lay down on this pillow and go to sleep. So I'm gonna deliver this message because we all have to get this message, okay? This message must be delivered, and we're gonna try best to deliver it in a orderly fashion. So let's see how we're gonna do this. When I was part of this organization, the African Stock Exchange Association Direct Corporation, it was definitely a spiritual platform. It was a different being. I was like one of the youngest active members. You know, it was people, but I was like one of the youngest active members, and it was very deep because sitting in that room with these elders and just understanding where we at with the situation and understanding that we do possess powers. The one of the ladies, her name was Miss Robertson, and Miss Robertson was a reader. She could read stuff. She just knew stuff. She was very unique. She reminded me of she was reminding me of a black lady that was in the white lady that was in the Poltergeist. You know, the little woman that helped get the save the baby, the girl. She reminded me of her, but just black. And she was one day she was giving me a ride home, and she was telling me, about her life a little bit. She was briefing me so I can, because I was young at the time. I was 21, and saying these are elders, and they was trying to really get me to understand where I was really at. Okay, you understand? Sometimes you be in meetings, sometimes you be part of organizations, sometimes you just want to be down with things, but you don't really know what it is that you're really getting down with. And many people don't know that. And I don't know what I was really being blessed with by being part of this organization. And so one day, the lady, she gave me a ride home from after the meeting. We had our meetings. A lot of times our meetings ended at 10:30. And so I only lived about like maybe about 5 blocks away. I give it 6 blocks away. And so she gave me a ride home, and she was talking to me about just what she brings to the organization. She was telling me the time frame that she's been in the organization and just the little things that she was able to do. And she would tell me that she is a reader. She knows numbers. She see things. And so, like I say, I'm in the African Stock Exchange Association Development Corporation. We have our own charter to fly our own flag, the UN, give licenses, all the above. You know what I'm saying? We just need the people to wake up. So when she was telling me this, she gave me the ride. She was telling me about one of her tenants that was working that lived in the house, and how she would give him numbers here and there, and he'll play them. And so one time she gave him a number, and he never came back. So obviously he hit the number. And so she was like, she said, you know what? I was about to, she pulled up in front of my house, and she finished the story, and she said to me, tell me what my license plate is. I went out and I told her license plate. And she said, that's going to be the numbers tonight. I go in the house. My family's sitting in front because they're watching TV. And I said, yo, like I said, it was around 10:30. I'm getting in the house, 10:30ish, 10:40, something like that. And I said, yo, let me know when the news come on, and let me know when they about to show Lotto, because I think I know the numbers. And I told him, I forget the numbers, but I told him it was the 3 numbers. And they said, that my sister and my niece, they were like, Uncle D, you sure? I said, yeah, just let me know. They said that you so I went downstairs in the basement out, taking off my clothes, getting myself situated. And then they said, Uncle D, the lotto's on. So I ran upstairs, and it said the 3 numbers. It was in her order of her plate. And they looked, they said, yo, did you play? It was millions of dollars. And I said, nah, I didn't play. The lady told me I just came in the house. And I'm talking about millions. It was for millions. I could have hit. But I didn't go gamble. I didn't play. But what I'm going at is that we gotta understand that in life, The real gamble is gambling on each other and believing in each other. She told me who she was, and I didn't believe her 100% because she gave me a blessing with the number, and I didn't go and play it because I guess I didn't believe in her 100%. It might have been too late to play anyway, because like I said, it was like 10:45. I don't know the way the lotto works. I don't know what time you have to have, all bets in. I don't know how that should work, but all I just know is that we have to learn how to gamble and bet and unify with each other before we go out there and start betting on the dice and rolling and betting on cards and all sorts of other stuff, because it's the people that's going to help you build. It's the people that's going to help you grow. It's the people unity that's going to save the community. It's not the dice. It's not the lotto. It's not betting. It's not the loan shark. It's none of the above that's going to get you through the hardship. It's going to be uniting and doing what's right with the people. I hope you get what I'm saying, because during that Super Bowl, I can just tell the energy and the morale of a black nation was really down, because this is the Super Bowl, and I know whoever pay attention to Super Bowl, majority of the folks was hoping that the Eagles won. Majority of people, especially black people who voted, I mean not voted, but they placed bets on the Super Bowl. They placed their bets on the Eagles, a team, a franchise, a white franchise. But they could not bet, they could not unify, they could not organize their dollars and put towards it. It's like we live in such a narrow-minded life that we don't understand that these are times where we can really do big things. When Black Friday, look, when Black Friday come around, this is what, oh man, I'm everywhere right now. I had a lot of thoughts in the last time of me doing the live to now. And I have so many thoughts that's running through my mind, so everything's everywhere. We have to understand that we don't have leaders. See, Umar Johnson is an orator. He's a black conscious thinker. He's a black conscious orator. Just because you are conscious or you speak knowledge, you knowledgeable of things, you book smart, do not mean that you can lead. Do not mean that you are a leader, because otherwise they would say that he's a civil rights leader. See, there's a difference between what you want. See, majority, what you folks want out there, you want your civil rights leader. You want a civil rights leader. You don't need conscious people. What you need is a civil rights movement. You don't need conscious thinking people, because conscious thinking people, that's what they are. Conscious thinking people who have smarts, and now they can get on this internet and get some followers, get some people to subscribe to the channel, and then you think that they the shit. They got 100,000 people following them. Yo, they got 1,000 people in their live. Well, look at Leonard Arnold. 69,000 people subscribe to his channel. He be having 8 to 1,000 people in his live streams. 1,500 people in his live stream. Do that make him a leader? Or is that just a person who's able to communicate and you folks think that he's talking something, but at the very end, all it is gobbity-goo, gobbity-go. And it's nothing that's really going to help us build. And trust me, I'm telling you this, folks. What you getting caught up with is all these lazy ass people who's using this internet, and they are bloggers. They're not boots on the streets. They bloggers. And you are benefiting them by supporting them, watching their shit, and then blessing them with some type of finances, you know what I'm saying? And then you want to be part of their shit. You want to be part of their platform. They got 10,000 people. They got 20. They got 100,000 subscribers. I'm a their ass. I'm a Hi, hey, you. I'm gonna do all that brown nose and shit so that I can help my platform. This ain't me talking, but this is the majority of the way this internet thing goes, social media. We are looking for a platform that we can steal from so we can build our platform so that we can just be talkers. And that's where the problem comes in. And because that majority of the people out there is talkers, on the internet. That's what you have. You have people that's chatting on the internet. Tomorrow, I'm hosting a live tomorrow, and I'll be hosting lives 3 times a week, not on this channel, on my other channel, 3 times a week, and that channel is growing quietly. That channel is I'm about to have more subscribers on that channel than this channel. I'll probably have more subscribers on that channel by the end of this month than I have on this channel. And because that channel is way left, I ain't even focused on this person right here. This is a throwaway channel. When I'm all done with this channel with whatever. If it stands straight up like a rose, that's what's up. But if it start withering away and die like a rose, that's what's up too. But my other channel, that's where it's at right now. That's the channel to build on. Because if you're not building, all you're doing is talking. And then when you talk, this is the end results of talking. Let's see, we are 60 minutes in. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the clip. When you just a talker, this is what happens when you're a talker. You're a conscious thinking talker. Conscious thinking talkers. That's sad. When you conscious thinking talkers, you come to solutions, you come to situations where this is where your roadblock is. Yeah, this is I took this from Lennon. Whenever I need to do something, I go to Lennon because Lennon is Umar. They won.
Y'all said.
All right, let me tap back. Now watch. Now let's pay attention to this right here, folks. This is you got civil rights leaders. Majority of you folks are looking for a civil rights leader. You're not really looking for conscious thinking people. You're confusing it because there was a major gap in all of 2000. All of 2000 and so everyone's is like looking for something because they from the 90s to the early 2000, we had the last of the people who's on the streets. Whatever was on the streets then, that was on the streets. Everything else became technology. They sitting on their laptops, on their phones, and this is what you have.
We gotta get this money. I might spend 20
I gotta
more
blame the
dollars.
kid.
I don't gamble, but we gotta get the money up. This is for the school. Liberation. Y'all said don't gamble no more. Should I do another $20 and cut? Should I do another $20 or just penny slots? How much I'm gonna win at a penny slot? We need a mill, family.
I just wanted to touch that for 2 seconds. We're gonna stay on this. I ain't gotta go far. The conversations on this dialogue right here. I wish Leonard wasn't in the scene, but this dialogue right here is extremely important. This dialogue right here, folks. He asked the people in 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, whatever the year is. I think it's 2023. He asked the people after he done put $20 in the machine and lost. He asked the people, should he bet again? No, you should pray to the ancestors. You should pray because see, the people, they don't care if you throw $600 in there and lose it, because then they're going to go on their internet and talk about it. So going and asking the people, that was really lame and corny, and that's not leadership. But What's $20 to put in that machine? What you think that $20 is going to bring you? $200,000? Don't you know, Umar? Before I even go into don't you know, I'm like I said, this got to be more natural. I got to really let it go. But don't you know, Umar, that to do what's right, that's why these dudes don't get it. This is why I call them coons. Okay, let's go back to the video again. But this is why I call them coons. Remind me why I call them coons. Let me put it. This is why I call them coons. I call them coons for a reason. This is why I call them coons. Let me put why. This is why ZI. My bad. This is why I call them coons. Okay. The reason why I call them coons is that instead of doing right between both of them, Umar and Leonard, both cats. Okay. It's so sad because they on one side of the scale. Umar can do right. Leonard can do right by me. If they was to do the right thing, they would get the right justice. They would get the right support. They would get the right everything just by doing right by me. Leonard won't have to be talking about, conspiracy paradigm and how that messed his whole life up. No, nigga, you messed your life up because don't you think that Umar is conspiracy theoried out? Don't you think that 99% of the men online is conspiracy theoried out? But they not blaming, that's messed their lives up. You messed your life up because you did not believe in the conspiracy theory enough to make a platform on it. You wasted the time. The last 6 years of you being on the internet, whatever it was, instead of you doing conspiracy theories and building that up the same way this dude builds up his platform on flat earth, the same way this person built his platform up on science, the same way this person built his platform on education, the same way this person built their platform up on gardening, and the same way this person built their platform up on playing video games. You could not build a platform because you wasn't using your critical thinking. You wasn't using your creative thinking. You didn't have those caps on. And the only thing that you could do is put on your troll cap and start trolling the person. But if you was to do right and invite me on and we have the conversation, you won't have to do videos about the conspiracy. You can stay focused on the topic. If this is what the topic is, stay focused on the real topic. Don't talk the coon shit that's going to make everybody come out and start calling you out. Now let's go back to Umar. Leonard, that's for you tomorrow. I got you on deck. Oh, no, you later on. So this is all in one. You later on. I'm knocking two birds out with one stone. The reason why I call them coons is because Umar Johnson coming on live with your money in your hand, pulling out a $20 bill. $20 bills are not easy to come by. You're pulling out a $20 bill. $20 bill is not easy to come by. You know, for $20, I'm getting a pack of ground turkey, a pack of chicken, a loaf of bread, a juice, some grits, and maybe some eggs if I can squeeze that in, because I like French toast. So I might have to get a little milk too. So we talk about milk, sugar, because I like my little French toast. So milk, sugar, eggs, margarine, butter. Damn, that's $20 gone off of that right there. That's gonna be more than $20. Eggs, you know what I'm saying? $20 is not easy. And you taking $20 because you're not working hard for your 20. See, this is the thing with conscious thinking people. Conscious thinking people are not civil rights leaders, because a conscious thinking person don't have no value. They don't have no respect for $20 bill. They don't have respect for the money because they think that they can consciously come up online and consciously talk you out your money. And you give it to them, hey, send a donation, send a cash up, and they take the 20 and they put it into a machine, and in 15 seconds of doing, and it's gone. It's gone. Not coming back. You can't ask for no refund. It's just gone. But you could have saved this $20. You could pray to your ancestors, and you know what your ancestors would say? They would say, do what's right. You call somebody right now. They would say, do what's right. That's what they would say. They would say, do what's right. And what was right is go and publicly see, this is the gamble. If you want to get your 100,000, your 200,000, your 300,000, your $500,000, your million, you got to do what's right. Not going to the casino. This how I know. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The devil's in the man. You don't go to the casino and take your $20 and put it in there and say what you're going to say. Let's hear it out. Let's hear it out a little bit more. Let's hear it out a little bit more. Let's hear it out a little bit more. He's embarrassing.
We need a meal, family.
That bread about like $4 and change right there.
You got the camera on.
I don't feel like listening to what's his name. Yo, folks. My elementary school teacher's name was Mr. Satterwhite. Mr. Satterwhite, black dude with the afro. If we had internet back then, and this teacher was online at the casino, talk about he got to raise this money for the graduation. We need caps and gowns. And he saw about he's going to gamble the PTA money, or he's going to take his check. He's going to gamble because he's going to try and raise some money for the school. How would y'all look at that shit? How would you take it? So for this man to be thinking that in 2023, it's okay to be online, talk about, yo, I'm going to walk in this casino and try and gamble and get this money. Yo, okay, time out. Let's just say he hit, and let's just say he won like $20,000 at the casino. What's he going to do? He's just going to leave it alone, or you think he's going to be a compulsive gambler after that? If Umar was to hit $10,000 or $1,000 in the casino, how many people think that he'd become a compulsive gambler right after that? How many people think that he will always use that FDMG fundraising as an excuse for him to go to the casino and say that the ancestors blessed him, so he feel lucky today because the ancestors told him to go down because he's going to hit today? You understand what I'm saying? If he would have hit and won, that's all he would have been doing. He would have became a 100% compulsive gambler. And I already think he is. And the reason why I say I already think he is because of the fact that you do not go to no casino trying to raise money for no school unless you've been there a few times before and you might have won something and you say, you know what, I'm gonna go live and say it's for this now. But there's no way in life, you as a person who's trying your best to raise this money, you trying to do your best to not be in the spotlight as a negative figure, but you trying to be a positive figure. There gotta be something wrong with your head for us to be looking at this video and analyzing it. There has to be something wrong with your inner. You don't have it all up there because there's no way in life that we should be online on a live stream talking about you walking around in an empty casino talking this talk. Let's hear it. I just, like I said, I just don't want to hear this nigga Lennon. I couldn't find the video. I ain't really waste so much time or too much time looking for the video. I don't know if it's on TikTok. I don't know if it's on Facebook. I don't know what the hell it's on. So, like I said, I just go to Lennon when I want something, and I just pull it up for Lennon because he's Umar in the flesh. Yo, that whole that whole God story in Jesus and things like that. Lennon is Umar in the flesh. See, you nobody see Umar. They only hear about Umar and they only see him online. But Lennon on is Umar in the flesh. Even though you see Lennon online too, but you see Lennon more than you see Umar. Like I said, folks, I'm really sleepy.
All right. Okay, now is almost 2 years old. But we're gonna go to a video.
Sorry, like I said, I only really, I wish I didn't have to use this video, but
when I let loose.
We gotta get this money. I might spend
I gotta blame the kids.
I don't gamble, but we gotta get the money up. This is for the school. Liberation. Y'all said don't gamble no more? Should I do another $20?
Blame the kids.
I don't gamble, but we gotta get the money up. This is for the school. Liberation. Y'all said don't gamble no more? Should I do another $20 and cut? Should I do it?
What's another $20 in cutting going to do? Is another $20 going to get you $500? That another $20 going to get you $10,000? Dude, what is that next $20 that's going there going to really do? And if the people say don't do it, why are you going to ask again? That's because your inside, your compulsiveness is like, man, fuck what they say. Put the other 20 in.
Another $20 or just penny slots? How much I'm going to win at a penny slot? We need a meal, family. We need a meal, family. Cut. Should I do another $20 or just penny slots? How much I'm going to win at a penny slot? We need a meal, family. We need a meal, family. This is for the school. Liberation. Y'all said don't gamble no more? Should I do another $20 and cut? Should I do another $20 or just
empty
penny slots? How much I'm going to win at a penny slot? We need a meal,
person that walked
family.
by was a worker, was staff.
We need a meal, family.
There's nobody up in there right now. Who got money to really be gambling? Except for hustlers and hustlers. Look in there. It's empty. Oh boy.
My name is Brenda, and I know what you're thinking. Female comedian on stage. Probably time to go feed the meter.
In order for you to win the million,
Yes.
you need to play 5.
Mama Baba.
If
You gotta play.
The million, it's okay.
Somebody said you got to get 3 Marcus
This
Garveys
one
in a
has to be
row.
Okay. Now it's spun automatically.
Yeah.
So I don't.
You could do
Okay, I could do it now. I could do it now.
He needs 3 cheesecakes. Let me stop playing.
nothing.
Okay. And how do I know how much money I have left? Credits.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let me do another one. We doing another one.
There we go.
Do I still get the
Last one.
last one, y'all? $20 go that fast?
Yeah, because
Wow.
you played the $5. Okay, try this one. You want to play more?
Let me try another one. Okay. Okay, mama. Thank you.
See how empty it is in there?
I'm not doing too good. I lost $20 in 1 minute, y'all. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. Okay. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG.
Do y'all hear what I'm saying? It's like any and every time that he wants to do something that he know he's not supposed to be doing, he's going to say that he's doing it in honor of FDMG because we got hit and we got to make it happen. We got to get the money up. We got to get this $1 million up, folks. We need this $1 million. So every year you're going to go to the casino and gamble because you need the $1 million for the because yo, look, I mean, I'm sorry, folks, to let you know this, but if you didn't know it, after you do your renovations and you have your school open, the next year, if you don't have no renovations, you know what you have to do? You have to have money for staff again. Yes. Yes, you do. And no, I'm sorry that HB, the black colleges not going to be coming in and doing big old seminars at your shit. They're not going to be paying you tens of $1,000s. They're going to do what you they're going to do what you do. They're going to be like, hey, you can't do it for free for us? Come on, man, you black. They're going to be looking for a handout the same way you are. Let me ask you this. Umar. How many schools do you have already lined up? How many schools did you send information out to how many sororities and fraternities did you reach out to? What is the let me see the letter that you sent out to these people. You know, instead of you sitting here at the casino, you should be sitting at a table and writing a letter to all these sororities and frats. That's what you should be doing at the time that you at the casino. Instead of you taking a $20 paper, $20 bill paper, you should take a loose leaf piece of paper and a number 2 pencil or a Bic pen, black preferable, a Bic black. Do they still have Bic? A Bic, B-I-C, a Bic pen. Get the black ones. They write real smooth, and you use that, and you come up with your letter that you need to go to all your colleges, all your sororities, all your fraternities. And you should have already a lineup. You should already have people coming to visit from the sororities to see if they're going to use your facility. Don't wait for it to happen. Have them come down now, and then maybe they will actually help you raise the funds. And oh, wow, this is why I'm so smarter than you. Yes, I am. I'm so smarter than you, because personally, they should all be down there. It should have been a sorority. Like I say, folks, you guys don't know the importance, and I hate giving. This is counseling. I mean, this is like a $10,000 counseling that I'm doing right now. Take heed, folks. Take notes. He is supposed to already have at least 20 different. He should have 10 sororities and 10 fraternities. I don't care if it's 10 AKAs. He should have an AKA day, a Q Dog day, Alpha Phi Alpha day, a Sigma Gamma Rho day, a Sigma a Beta, a Kappa. You know what I'm saying? Each frat should have at least 20 different schools that's been invited, and they should be part of the FDMG fundraiser so that they can use the facility for fucking free. Their first time, depending on how much they raise. But your fraternities, your sororities, all supposed to be a part of it, you fucking moron. But no, you want to take this. This is what you want to do. You want to take this and put in a machine that and then you want to find, and you listen to the bitch. I'll be like, no, thank you. And I would press $, $, $, but you did the $5. And she said, well, it went fast because you played $5. But hey, you want to come over here, big spender? Hey, you got some money, come over here. I got another machine that's not hitting, but I know I'm going to put you on that shit because we're going to get another $40 from you. But no, you're not writing letters to your sororities. You don't have no letters to your fraternities. And they not, no letterhead going out to these people, going out to these schools and asking them to be part of the fundraiser. No, you're not doing that because you're not using that big noggin of yours. Because if you're using that big noggin of yours, you already have a day where the Kappas are coming. You already have a day where the Q dogs is coming. You have a day when the Sigma Gamma Rhos and the Deltas are coming. You have a red day. You have a you know what I'm saying? You have a red day. You know what I'm saying? You have a red day. You have your Kappas up there. You have a purple and gold day. You have your Q dogs, but no, you're not on it like that. You supposed to, like 3 years ago, you supposed to have reached out to these sororities and these fraternities and asked them for their help and assistance, and you would give them space according to how much they raise. Free space. But you rather take this, and you rather put this in a machine instead of using your fucking head. Excuse me for cursing, but I'm really pissed because you owe me my money, nigga. And you taking my money and you putting my money in the motherfucking machine. See, it's not about the donors' money. That's my money that's going in those machines. Instead of you having the Kappas, the Alphas, the Qs, you know, all those people at the school participating with the fundraiser to get free space. Not all year long, no. But accordingly, discounted space. I work with your budget space. You help me open this school. But no, you rather take this and insert it into a machine and then say to the people, I'm not doing too good. I think I need to leave this alone. But maybe I should put another $20 bill in there because I'm a compulsive gambler, folks. See, I'm going to take this $20 and I'm going to have this a piece of paper. Like how you have your slip. I'm going to take my $20 and I'm going to have a receipt. Okay? And from my receipt, I'm going to have product. And from that product, I'm going to flip it. And from after the flip, I'm going to have more money. And then for more money, I'm going to do the same thing and do the same thing and do the same thing and keep going and keep growing. That's why I have this. That's why. Oh, you want to see my new ones? Dope. I know. Funky, right? I know. This is why I'm hot. I know. Right? See, that's the difference between me and him. I don't even have a budget. I'm broke. I'm poor. I take my money and I flip it, and I have my Spread Love campaign stuff. I have my Project Pick Me Up stuff. Where's his FDMG shirts? Huh, folks? Where's his FDMG shirts? Huh? But he's taking $20 and putting in the machine to go and gamble. This video, let me tell you, I like to tell some of my moves. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I download this video. Remember I said I'm putting together the package and letters, and I'm sending this video to the court. This video is going to the court. Let Umar, I put it and let you know. This video is going to the courts. Such a pain. I apologize, folks. But yeah, hopefully I'm back on deck. This video right here, let me pull the video back up, is going to the courts. I'm preparing my package. I'm quiet. I'm just chilling right now. I'm preparing my packages right now. So yeah, we're doing something way different right now. I'm going overheads right now, to be honest. I'm going overheads. See, one thing about me is that I don't really like dealing with the regular people. I don't like dealing with the people who you see. I want to deal with the behind the scenes people. So like when I had a problem with my job I was working at, like when I was young, I went over and I actually had to sit down with the main manager of the entire building, the main manager of the entire company. I'm up in his office and I had a meeting with him and we sat down. His name was Mike Johnson. We sat down and he handled my dispute. When I had an incident with the person I was working for, when I was working at Nassau Coliseum and Shea Stadium and shit like that, I went to the main person and I went over everyone's head because I'm a boss. And I sat down and I went upstairs to the main room. I was in the penthouse of the Nassau Coliseum and I'm in the boss office. I'm like, yo, I'm up in here. Damn, this is cool. I'm up in the penthouse office, sitting down on the sofa, chit-chatting with him, complaining about my situation as raw as I am, talking the same talk I'm talking to this man. And at the very end, he demanded this man give me my money. Because this happened to me once. Like, no, he trying not to pay me. And guess what he did? I went to the main person. He said, yo, either you pay this man or I'm going to erase your contract here. Yes, that's the type of person I am. That's the type of power I have. Why? Because I am who I am. And everybody have to be who you are. Stop being someone else that you're not. What I'm playing with, what I'm playing around with is that I'm a soft, weak person that can be taken advantage of. No, that's not the case. That's the role I'm playing. That's the role I guess Umar thought. And that's the role he's thinking right now. He really think he's cruise coasting. Let me make this quick phone call. He really think he's cruise coasting. But yeah, this is going out to his co-workers. Not his co-workers, but this is going to the I'm sending this out to the courts. Okay, this is going out to the courts. And I ain't talking about the court clerk. I'm going over her head too. Her ass in trouble as well. Everybody in trouble. Make this quick phone call again while I'm on live. Let's see if they do answer this time. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you my secret. I don't feel like keeping it in. I don't like holding secrets. It makes no sense to hold this secret. Right now, your boy Minister Farrakhan will be receiving a letter real soon. Because I'm heading to New York City. And I'm bringing my letter. I want to go to Mosque number 7 in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to where Malcolm rocked at. I'm going to Mosque number 7 in Harlem. And I'm gonna deliver this handwritten letter asking for Farrakhan's blessing and help and assistance with this situation with his Muslim brother Umar Johnson, and how Umar Johnson has done made him a mark of himself because he's a buster. And something bad is going to happen to Umar. And the same way that Farrakhan diffused that Ice Cube and Common and all the other shit and the East West, a lot of stuff that he intervened on, he's going to intervene on this. He's going to say, brother Umar, you know this is not of Allah. This is not holy of you. You are under the curse. And he's going to break it down for Umar. And Umar's going to get his ass beat because Umar has to get his ass beat. See, he's either going to get beat up or he has to get his ass beat. That's why I wanted that chick, Cynthia Jackson, to do her job. You're still not off the hook, Heifer. You're not off the hook. Because the same way I'm going to Farrakhan on the situation, the same way I went on you, I'm going to Farrakhan. And if he don't respond and do what he has to do on the nature, he's in trouble too. Why, folks? Because this is serious. Don't take this as not being serious, because I think, okay, that I'm going to allow me to get in trouble. You gotta understand, when I say these things, it's like for real. Like the same way when I know I can get in trouble when I put the keys in the car and turn the ignition and drive from here all the way down to Mississippi, and I know I can get in trouble. I'm saying to you that I think I'm going to allow myself to get in trouble with this Umar situation to satisfy me, even if it's not getting that money, even if I'm laying on that cot. Even if I'm laying on a cot eating one of those gel meals, knowing that I did assault on Umar, and I'll probably feel justified. So I'm begging some people to really save this man, because if I decide that I'm going to drive this vehicle turn with no license, it's head-on car accident collision. Okay, it's going to be a major collision, and I promise you, I swear to God, okay, I'm gonna walk away from that injury unharmed. And it's going to be justified, because this man is taking $20 bills and putting in the machine and saying he's trying to get the money for the FDMG, when he can easily do what's right. Come on this live. Come on you don't have a channel, right? Come on. There's no TCTV. We don't need that. There's no D Durrell. We don't need that. There's no Poetic Flocker. We don't need that. There's nobody's channel we need. You just need to come over here. Come on my live stream. Me and you have a conversation. Okay? You owe time. So you owe the people time. We have a real conversation. You do what's right. I turn the phone around and say, yo, look, folks, he sent me my money. And then you get your blessing. That's how it works. You doing this dumb coon shit, though? This Sambo shit? Wait, you taking the black dollar? Ooh. You taking the black dollar and taking it out the community. You see how fast he took that black dollar out the community? Remember what they say? The black dollar, once it leaves the black person hand, it don't circulate in the black community. You took that black dollar and you instantly ran to the system called gambling and threw away 20, 30, 40. Who knows how much money you really threw away? But you just went and threw away that money, these black people's dollars, to that white system, right? To make your black situation better. So let me ask you this. Isn't that the same as damn near getting the money from the white man? You go into the system to give, isn't that the damn near the same thing? So if you were to hit $100,000, you're going to say, well, no, I won it. So it's not technically me getting it from the white man. You playing their games. You in their facility. You putting your dollars into their machines. So if their machine gave you money, who gave you money? How you get the money? See, folks, when you have a person like me on the other side, I'm like Arsenio Hall and things that make you say, but it's more than It's like, yo, for real, this is over. This is done. You're cooning, you're crazy, you're freaking outlandishly freaking disturbed. Because for you to be saying some dumb shit like this, let's let him talk. Let him talk. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Let him talk.
Okay, I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. Okay.
And
I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. $20 in 1 minute, y'all. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG.
Yo, wouldn't it be so much easier? Seriously, wouldn't it be so much easier, folks, for me to be able to, for him to hit me on my phone, and be like, yo, Don, let's organize something. I put together the live. He come on the live stream, apologize. I give him a pass because, see, like, I got to do what's right myself. So I give him you got to apologize, and I give him a pass. After he give my money, I give him a pass. It's like me giving him the pass is like the Pope. You got to understand that the school can't open until I'm satisfied. I'm really serious on this. I can't even use the word curse, but my blessing is for real. What do I mean by my blessing? That my blessing in life is for real. So until I get my blessing in life, you can't get your blessing. When I get my blessing, then I will release the right energy and you will get your blessing. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. And I want everybody to, I'm gonna go to a story. I'm gonna leave this one alone for 1 second. Let me go back and let him talk 1 second. And I have another video I'm gonna pull up because this video is very important. Because I gotta show you the comparison, the contrast, the comparison between this man and myself, and why I realized the other day, like I saw the video, but I didn't listen. And now I listen with 2 ears, and I'm like, oh man, this is real serious, folks. This is very serious. Leonard Arnold, you have a job to do. Umar Johnson, you have a job to do. And Donald Murray, I have a job to do. If we are chosen to do the job, you're chosen to do a job. I'm not saying that Umar not chosen to do his job. I'm just saying that he's not doing his job the correct way because I'm chosen as well. And so as a person who knows he's chosen, and guess what, folks? I'm captain. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm captain. I say it cocky. I'm captain. And so that's why I can say that he's not doing his job right. I'm just choosing not to do. There's a difference between me and him. I'm not fronting. I'm not going to front. I'm going to say this and be sincere. I don't even want to do my job because the people is crazy. So I've been stagnating myself for decades. Okay, for like the last decade and a half, I've done stagnated myself by being Icy Don and still dealing with the people, still giving the kids the image, still out there dealing with the youth. I've been dealing with these young people for 15 years, but I don't really want to deal with the people. I really don't. Because the people is just like this dog outside that just keep barking and barking and barking. And that's all it just sounds like. All people want to do is bark. And they don't even sound like anything. They bark about nothing. And so I don't want to deal with the people because of that. I don't want to deal with the people because they don't want to unite. I don't want to deal with the people because they don't want to invest. I don't want to deal with the people because they don't want to build. I don't want to deal with the people because they're evil. But guess what? Guess what, folks? When you have a job to do, you have a job to do. And no matter what, if you want to get up or not, you got to get to work. So my job is infinite. So it don't matter if I'm 60, if I'm 50, if I'm 40, if I'm 30, I have a job to do. And it's always going to be my job because that's my position. That's my position. You have a position. She has a position. Now I'm going to go to this video, okay? Because this video is very important. But before I go to that video, let him say it one more time.
Minute, y'all. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. I'm not doing too good. I lost $20 in 1 minute, y'all. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG.
The room was $550, I think. $20. I mean $530. Like, dude, we don't gamble. Okay. Rule number 1: all people who's in position to do God's work, you can't gamble. There's no gambling. Once you start gambling, now you caught up in the devil's web. And then you can become compulsive, you can become addictive, and then all your money go that way. We do not gamble. So right now he's being possessed because he should already know that is no gambling when you're doing God's work. God's work is not on a gamble. God's work is not put in the machine. God work comes from your hands, your thinking, your feet on the ground, and your ability to do the work. What you should have did was took out one of your damn books and try to sell it for $20. When do y'all see him out there on the ground with his books? When do you see him going out there and just setting up shop and grinding with his books? I'm Dr. Umar, I'm signing books. Yo, pop-up shop. Umar, pop-up shop. Umar. Where's Umar Johnson pop-up shops? Yo, I'm gonna be out in Southwest Philly. I'm gonna be in North Philly. I'm gonna be in South Philly. Yo, where's your pop-up shops? Where you just gonna pop up with your books and be signing and taking pictures? You don't even know how to sell yourself. You know different than Lennon. Lennon Honor don't know how to sell himself, and neither do you. Ain't about no pop-up in the venue. Bring your ass out to Malcolm X Park. Bring yourself out to Clark's Park. Bring yourself out to what's the other park? Big ass park. Fairmount Park. All these calendar events that you all over the place. Save your damn money of traveling and pop up shops out here in the fucking hood and have people come and buy a goddamn book for the school, buy a shirt for the school, buy some buttons from the school, come to my pop-up shop. But no, not him. He needs a venue so he can talk. Get your soapbox, get your little speaker, get your doggone your microphone, and you set up shop. You have your table, you have a few of your queens out there, and you're hustling your goddamn books. You saying that you won't get no love? You saying if you brought a donation bin out there, you won't get that shit filled up? You won't get no donations? You tell me that you can't spend a day and make $500 in the hood? You can't make $500 in the hood? You out there in the casino, you tell me that you can't make $500 in the hood? That should be your goal every day for 1 week, $500 in the hood. Just $500, that's $2,500 in the hood, 1 week. 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, $500. You win $100 an hour. That's your goal. See, I'm consulting you, dog. There's no way in life that you're supposed to be putting a $20 bill up in the machine. Talking about what?
Okay, the ancestors don't want me to get the money this way. The ancestors don't want me to get the money this way, family. We gotta get the money with the donations. Hit the Cash App. Y'all want me to go broke? Hit the Cash.
What? I didn't catch that last time. He just gambled the money. Then he says, we need donations. That's what the problem is. We need them donations right now. Get on your Cash App.
Lenny, you better be quiet now.
You want me to go broke? Well, maybe that was your last 20, but you want them to hit that Cash App so he has more money to go and do what you need to do, I guess. He got time to gamble, but can't keep a room. Yeah, that's if he's consistently for the last 4 years renovating these properties like a man would, like I'm talking about, be up there dressed for the occasion, got on work boots, got on the tool belt. Okay,
shut up.
Really, he just gambled the money. Then he said,
okay, the ancestors don't want me to get the money this way. The ancestors don't want me to get the money this way, family. We gotta get the money with the donations. Hit the Cash App. Y'all want me to get the money this way. The ancestors don't want me to get the money this way, family. We gotta get the money with the donations. Hit the Cash App.
Very embarrassing, man. Like I say, I mean, I know who I am. I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I know who I am. And I'm still learning who I am. And I know that I'm one of the people, like when you look at the picture of Jesus and the disciples and they eating and shit, they at the table, the Last Supper. I'm one of those people at the table. I'm a person at the table. Okay, I sit at the table. I sit at, you got two sides of the table. I sit at one of the ends. I sit at one of the heads of the table. Where do you sit, folks? Majority of the people's in the bleachers. Majority of the people are in the stands. But at least you were still in the stadium, okay? You gotta feel me on this. Majority of the people are out there in the stadium. They are out there in the seats. But you are still in that stadium. Part of that big main event. And the big main event takes place when the people listen to the one who's been appointed captain. There's nobody out here on these streets that's really going to say this and mean this with their heart and say, I am captain of this whole new civil rights movement. I am the captain. And why? Because I sat back to see who's the captain. And I don't see no captain. I don't see no, and I ain't talking about no conscious talking shit. I'm talking about this real street leadership movement. I'm in the streets. I'm not on the YouTube. I'm on the streets. I'm not on Facebook. I'm on the streets. I'm not in Instagram or Twitter. I'm in the streets. Me being on this shit right now, like I say, only thing I really want to do is get on the pillow and go to sleep so I can be back on the streets. Dominique, what's up, man? I see you. I didn't even have it on tune. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? How you say you don't gamble when you gambling? How you say you don't gamble when you gambling? But that's what he do. That's what he lied when he's lying. He lies when he's lying. He lies when he's lying. Has he ever put his book sales profit towards the school? Thanks for listening, yo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right now, there's so many ways that he can go with his book. There's so many ways that he can go with really fundraising, and there's so many ways that he can go about making money with this book. But for him to be online talk about putting this $20 bills in the shit, I don't know, bro. But has he ever put his book sale profits towards the school? Most likely. Whenever he goes on the book sale campaign, that's because that's what he has to do. Got to keep the lights on. He got to keep that water. He's trying to pay some type of bills, but that's not going to open the school. What's going to open the school is him being consistent and working, putting that work on. Him having like a 200-day pop-up sale, 200 days of the year. He's out there at his own table popping up, and people catch Umar here, catch Umar here, catch Umar in front of the library. He should do a library tour and set up a table, not inside the library, but outside the library, and do a pop-up shop at all the libraries. You want to meet Dr. Papa? Meet me at the library at such and such. You want to meet me such and such? Meet boom, boom, boom. And please bring at least $20 to $25 so that you can get a book, autograph picture of me, something, a button, a t-shirt. But please don't come empty-handed. And that's how he can promote it. It'd be okay for him to promote shit like that and talk it in that nature. But please don't come empty-handed. Even if you bring me a ginger ale, a bean pie. But please do not come empty-handed. But he's not even doing that. But this way he's doing, oh, you can catch me in Aruba. You can catch me in St. Lucia. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to nigga. Pop your ass up all throughout Delaware. Pop your ass up all throughout Philly. Pop your ass up all throughout Jersey. Pop your ass out all throughout New York City. And you'd be surprised how much money you'll be able to raise by just doing some real work. You sell them for what? 4 for $50? What's that? The book? Like I say, this the longest book tour I ever seen. Yo, that's what he should do. Right now, he should just do a 200-day book tour. Nothing else. And I ain't talking about traveling I'm talking about in your community. In your community. And I'm broke. I'm poor. I am so poor, folks. I am poor. I am poor. Okay, I need y'all to hear me out, because when I say I'm poor, I'm poor. When I see, there's no shame in my game. So that's the difference between me and everyone else. There's no shame in my game. I mean, I have some shame, but it's no shame. I had nothing in my pocket. This is what I have in my pocket now. Okay, I had nothing in my pocket this morning, but this is what I have in my pocket now, and that's from hitting the streets. So you tell me that I can do that, but he can't do that. He can't triple that. He can't quadruple that. He cannot make $1,000 if he organized and popped up in the streets. But this is the difference between these conscious people. This is why I don't like the so-called conscious community. This is why I be on attack with the so-called conscious community, because I am a civil rights leader. I'm not no conscious or woke person. I mean, I don't even want to use that terminology no more. I want to bring it back to civil rights. Civil rights is what it is, because conscious people are bloggers. Hit the cash app after you gamble. Exactly. That was so embarrassing. He's embarrassed me. Let me stop this one right here. Let me go to this video. This video right here is another old video. You've seen it before. But it's just something he said, and I wanted to share my story as well, because it was very deep what I heard. And you heard the story before, but I'm gonna play it now. This is when he was sitting in front of school the last year or so, and you know, you can tell he's depressed, trying to keep his head up.
A couple years ago, she didn't even know who I was. Yeah. I'm a big reader, but it started for me in elementary school back up in Philly. 4th and 5th grade, we had up nights reading books. I'm a reader. You know I'm a reader. You know I'm a reader. I'm a reader. I'm a big reader. Yeah. I'm a big reader, but it started for me in elementary school back up in Philly. 4th and 5th grade, we had Black History class with Miss Green, who I ran into a couple years ago. She didn't even know who I was, but I knew who she was. And that was my intro to Black consciousness, right? And that was my public speaking, because they had Black History oratorical contest. So but she didn't even know who I was, but I'm a big reader. But it started for me in elementary school back up in Philly. 4th and 5th grade, we had Black History class with Miss Green, who I ran into a couple years ago. She didn't even know who I was, but I knew who she was.
Okay, so right there, he said his 5th grade teacher he ran into, and she didn't know who he was, but you know, he knew who she was. That was your teacher. You better know her. That's what's up. Respect for you know who your teacher was. But it's so sad that she didn't know who you were, the most requested scholar. And that's because you're not popping up. Pop up at the schools. Go start off with all your old schools. Pop up there. Set up shop there. Okay? Set up a table at all your old schools. Go travel your community and pop up so your community can remember who you are. Raise the money in your neighborhood. Stop with this online shit. The online money is not strong enough. You need that community love on a daily basis. I have a regular routine that my neighborhood, in the little 5-block radius that I walk, allow me to make money. In the 5-block radius that I walk, my nigga, whoop, 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 a square. I walk a rectangle. I walk a square or a rectangle, and I'm back home, and I have my income. It could be much, it could be way greater, but I have an income of consistent love. You telling me that you can't get no real love in your community? You can't. You know why? Because you're not rooted like this. That's the conscious community. The conscious community are people who just sit back on their ass and type and research. Type, research, eat, read. Where are the troops? Where are the real troopers? Well, here's the story, because I ain't mean stop it. My bad.
And that was my intro to Black consciousness, right? And that was my public speaking, because they had Black History oratorical contest. So I won that. So the speaking and the consciousness started together in elementary school. Now, my father takes me to my first family reunion in about 6.
So this nigga said he became conscious. See, he became a conscious, awoke person in elementary school. So in 1978, 1980, he became conscious. In 1985 and 86, he became conscious. You know what I'm saying? He became conscious in 1986 because he spoke at a Black History Month and won a contest.
6th grade, 7th grade. And that's when I found out I'm related to Frederick Douglass. And when I come out of college, I joined the Garvey movement. And the Garvey movement in Philly is literally 4 blocks from the elementary school where I started speaking. Literally, they're 4 blocks apart. So this is where the consciousness started, and this is where it kind of elevated.
He took we was in the neighborhood of that Marcus Garvey spot. Now let me tell you something. The organization that I'm part of or it's part of, the African Stock Exchange Association Development Corporation. The vice president, I told you this before, but the vice president said, "Hey Don, I'm so, because I ain't seen her in a while." She was like, "I'm so happy to see you. Oh my goodness, oh my God. We came across some real big, strong men out in Philadelphia, some big, real strong men, and they part of the Marcus Garvey movement. And they're going to come and they're going to help us revitalize the African Stock Exchange Association." I'm like, really, really, really? And in my mind, I was like, I wonder if it was like Umar, a person that she came across. In my heart, I believe Umar knows this organization I'm talking of. In my heart, I know he do. But in my mind, in my soul, I know just like every other sorry ass nigga that came across my organization wanted to take their power and use it for their advantage. Use their authority for their advantage. Thinking that they was bringing something to the table by who they are, not understanding this is what it is though. You can be who you are, but this is what it is. Just come in and play your position on what it is. But most men, they don't understand that and they can't comprehend that. And they always trying to steal from organizations. They trying to reap benefits from organizations. And that's what happened with Umar with the Marcus Garvey movement. And mind you, like I say, the African Stock Exchange, their whole principles off of the Garvey is Garveyites, Garveyism. One God, one aim, one destiny, nigga.
I remember you said something about that in one of your videos.
Yeah.
And see, what I speak of is way underground. What I'm talking about, y'all can sit there, y'all can type, y'all can Google, and nothing's going to come up. Because what I'm speaking about is something that's way, way deeper than your Google for all your research motherfuckers out there. What I speak about, you can't even Google because it's not even going to come up.
Yeah. And there was a coincidence.
Right?
Philadelphia. Yeah. You have in Philly, you want to ride by. Sometimes it's open.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest. Yeah, it's one of the oldest continuously owned Garvey properties in America. Mm-hmm. I think they had that building since the 40s. Mm-hmm. So there's a strong possibility that Kwame Nkrumah may have actually went to UNIA meetings in that building when he was a student at Lincoln and then UPenn. Being in the UNIA, they would just ask me to get up and speak.
Let's go ahead and head on to the bathroom and see if simpler is really simpler and see if simpler can get rid of all this white.
Because I was the only young person and they had nothing on the agenda. Being in the UNIA, they would just ask me to get up and speak because I was the only young person and they had nothing on the agenda. And so they would say, tell the people what's going on in the schools. So I start telling people, then they say, tell them what's a school psychologist. All this is just impromptu. Get up and talk. And then next thing you know, people start inviting me. Like literally the public speaking career was accident. Literally it was an accident. Why don't you come do my Kwanzaa? Why don't you come do this? Why don't you come? And the next thing you know, boof. You know? Yeah.
Now let me explain something to your folks. I'm gonna play that back again because that what he just said is why I'm going to give him a pass. And what do I mean by give him a pass? I ain't talking about on the money. I ain't talking about on my commentary and shit like that. But I'm just talking about give him a. I ain't even talking about from the assault neither. But even if I assault and I do sit up in jail, I'm still going to give a pass on. I don't care even if I do 2 years. I'm glad I have because this is God. Like I said, this is beyond me. Okay? I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. If I go there, if I don't get my money and I assault him, I get locked up. Let's say I have to do a year, I have to do 2 years. I get out. I have to give him a pass because he's been ordained from a higher power to do something. And how do I know? Because I've been ordained to do something on a higher power. There's a man and a woman in every city in every state that has been ordained to do something. I'm New York, Umar's Philly. Umar knew that. Umar recognized that from me. Umar knew that from when I told him the first time I was a member of African Stock Exchange. I felt his aura. He's like, wait, I know that. He know. He got to respect it. The sad thing about it is he's possessed by a demonic source and he don't know how to move on doing right. Because what he talked about, what everything, I'm going to rewind so you can hear again. What that did to him is that blew his head up. When it happened with me, it spooked me out. Because I was like, who am I? I told, if you don't know what I'm going to tell you the story again. For those who don't know me. A lot of people probably don't know the story. I was selling merchandise back in 1997. Okay, 97. I was on the street selling merchandise. One day I said, you know what? I'm not going to work. I'm going home. So I was walking home from the train station. But one key to the selling of the product is you have to stop at every store and you got to do something. You know, you got to do your pitch. So in my mind, because the training, I had the training, so I'm like walking past all these businesses. I'm like, man, you walk past all these stores going home. You can work as you're going home. I said, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going straight home. And then all of a sudden, I could not move. My body became paralyzed. It was really scary. I could not move. I was like, yo, hold up. Why I cannot move? And I was having conflict between my body and my mind. My mind was telling me I have to go inside the building, but my body was saying I want to go home. But my mind had more control over my body. And until I agreed with my body wasn't going nowhere. And when I realized what was going on with me, I said, holy shit. Okay. Because I heard a voice that said, go in this building. And I said, I ain't going in there. There's no money in there. I ain't going in there. And I couldn't move. And when I finally said, okay, I go. Then my body, everything just released, and I was able to go inside the building. After going in the building and asking, like, it was all dark. I was like, yo, anybody here? And this lady come behind the counter, the heavy-set lady. She's like, hey, how you do, baby? How can I help you? And I did my pitch and everything. She said, can you come back later? And I was so mad. I said, yeah, no problem. And I went home, watched some TV. And when it was time for me to go back to work to turn in all this merchandise, I had to go to Brooklyn. I told her, I was like, Mom, give me a ride to the train station. And then when my mom was giving me a ride to the train station, I asked her to drop me off at the spot so I can see if this lady wanted the stuff. The lady bought the stuff. She handed me a pamphlet. She told me come back. I got into altercation with one of the managers at the job I was working at. He tried to steal money from me, tried to, take some of my customers. I wasn't having it. I was about to split the wig open with one of the my infamous mallet. That's not my first one. That's my second one, or third one. And so, bottom line was, when I realized I'm about to split his wig open over maybe like $10 to $12, that's when, the Lord was really talking to me. Yeah, it's crazy. And so, these people got demons in them. It's so crazy and sad, man. Bottom line is that just going down that memory lane was really powerful. Made me just snatch away one of my thoughts. But the answer is basically that when you have a mission from God, you know what I'm saying, and you have a calling, you can't let nothing distract you. And so after all that was going on, I quit that and I was just sitting in the room. I was like, yo, I gotta get my life together. I was in my young 20s, and I heard a voice said, look underneath my bed. And so I'm like, yo, I'm in the basement. This is spooking me out. Yo, what the hell is talking to me? And so it said, yo, look underneath your bed. The answer's underneath your bed. And so I'm looking underneath my bed for the answer to my life. and all I could see is some little black little dots on the wall. And so when I reached all the way to the wall and I seen it was a piece of paper, the paper was white, the wall was white, the black dots with the typing. And when I pulled it off the wall, it was the letter that she gave me, the little pamphlet. And I said, "Yo, what the hell is this about?" And it said, "African Stock Exchange Association Development Corporation. We can help you with this and that." And I was like, "Yo, this is deep." And they said they have meetings every Tuesdays and Thursday, and it just happened to be Tuesday. And it said 7 o'clock the meeting. I said, "Wow, it's 6:55. Maybe I can make it down there." And I ran all the way to the spot, and that was my introduction to the African Stock Exchange. And like I said, God was calling me to it. I was one of the youngest men up in there. I was one of the youngest people in there, outside the woman's grandson. But I was like one of the youth up in there, but young men. I was like 21, and they told me sit in the front. And so I'm sitting up in there. I was embarrassed because it was mad people already up in there. I was late, and there was nothing but old folks. And the next thing, at the end, they had me talk, and introduce myself. And then every time I came to a meeting, they always had me. They just, like you said, impromptu. They would just say, "Hey, Mr. Murray, come and speak." And I'd be like, "Huh?" And every time they wanted me to speak. No, I wasn't no principal. No, I wasn't no teacher. No, I wasn't nothing. I was that nigga from the street. I left my little crew from the streets. Understand? My man got locked up for 8 years. He was on the news. Everybody knew I was with him. I was trying to find myself and get myself back because that wasn't me. And I knew God saved me. And I knew God wanted me to do something big. And the African Stock Exchange was my answer, but the African Stock Exchange wasn't big. It was small. It was big, but it was hidden. It was a disguise. It was in disguise. It was incognito to the blind eye. But for people like me, I saw it because I was awoke. I was conscious. I understand what I'm saying. So when you can see things and know things for what it is, folks, you know what your calling is. So Umar is Philly, okay? Umar is an online person, but he's coming out of the town of Philly. I'm coming out of the town of Jamaica, Queens. There's one in Chicago. There's one in Florida. There's one in Detroit. There's one in Texas. It could be several, but I'm captain from New York. Umar, you gotta respect me. But you're going to get your ass beat until you get that respect. Whether you get your ass beat by going to court, you get your ass beat by losing, you get your ass beat by even losing in school. Yo, you gotta understand, the school is not the overall purpose of who you are and what you're supposed to do. The school is not the overall purpose of who you are and what you have to do. We must be civil rights leaders. And we must be fighting on all agendas, not just on education, not just on economics, but we supposed to be fighting on Black power, period. Unifying the Black man and woman and saving them and getting us back to the grounds level where we supposed to be so we can really start building. And then from there, everything will just manifest itself. Don't think it's all about the I. It's not about the I, it's about the we. Because when you flip we over, it's me. So when you look at who me is I. So it's about the we to make you who you supposed to be. I hope y'all got that. ABC shit I just said, but it makes so much sense. Umar is the problem with Umar is that when I said back then that he's going to have to sit on the bench, see, I was talking in a language that y'all really didn't understand, because I was talking in conscious woke language, which I wasn't really hearing. Y'all was too busy on coon and joke shit. But Umar was going to have to sit on the bench if he don't get it right and get it correct and do what's right. You're going to sit on the bench, and you're going to be sitting on the bench as a loser. You're going to lose it all and be sitting on the bench. That's going to be way embarrassing. And you're going to like lose your number one spot of representing Philly. And that's because you're doing wrong by me. I'm captain, bro. You can't go against your captain. And I ain't just talking about really captain like New York. I'm talking about captain of all cities and states. And I say that cocky, humbly. I have to say that with confidence, humbly though, because I don't really want the position that I must take. And I hate saying it. I really do hate saying it. When I was 25, 21, 25, I wanted it. As I got older,
Yeah, it just took off on its own. So
Now my second question is,
do you know how many Kwanzaa events I hosted? I hosted about 7 different Kwanzaa events, 7 different years. So what he said, I can concur. It was the same for me. He said he was standing amongst the UNIA. I was standing amongst the African Stock Exchange, Association Development Corporation, federally chartered since 1964 to do any and everything the federal government can do. We're government within the government. All we need is 7 states with 7 cities and 2,000 people, I believe, each one. Those are units. And that's autonomy. That's the amount of numbers we need to fly our flag at the UN underneath our charter. Don't think it takes a whole nation of millions and millions and millions of people to get shit accomplished, folks. Well, according to him, it was.
before I used to listen to you, right? I used to listen to the irritated G.
yeah, that's my man. I like Gene.
What the hell happened to him?
He's still out there. No, he's still out there.
He's still making videos.
Yeah, I haven't seen any videos of him lately because I've been so busy. I don't see nobody's video. He's still out there though.
I was thinking you kind of like made him hang it up or something.
Nah, because me and Jeannie, we are the most closely aligned of all the conscious lecturers. You follow me? We pretty much see eye to eye on most things. We got some differences, but we both RBG. You know what I mean? I'm Pan-Africanist. He would say African nationalist, right? But we both RBG. So we're the closest. Like if you had to put us in groups, like, okay, who did you put with Dr. Umar? It'd be Jeannie and Sarasut and Seti. Those would be the 2 because we are the 3 RBG guys. We uphold the Garvey line. You know.
So when I heard that, when I heard him say that, it tickled me. Because I'm like, okay, so that's coming from that horse mouth. Okay, that horse mouth say, in regards to, I'm gonna repeat it so I don't misquote him. I don't want to misquote that horse. Let's let the horse speak again.
That's right. But we both RBG. So we're the closest. Like if you had to put us in groups, like, okay, who did you put with Dr. Umar? It'd be Jeannie and Sarasut and Seti.
And that's in regards to conscious researchers, intellects who read, who's behind the scenes on the keyboard, behind the scenes with the technology. But my question is, with SETI, how much of how much of this yards is he stumping? I'm not taking that away from him. Like I say, he's a researcher, he's an intellect, and he's intellectual, I guess, and I guess he's a good reader. I guess I don't know too much because I don't pay attention to him. Okay, and this no slap on nobody. I'm only slapping Umar. I don't pay attention to the 2 men he mentioned. But when I went and I investigated the irritated genie. Oh man, this is what I came up with. I'm gonna let this replay again. This is what I came up
Those would be the two. We pretty much see eye to eye on.
What the hell happened to him?
He's still out there. No, he's still out there.
He's still making videos.
Yeah, I haven't seen any videos of him lately because I've been so busy. I don't see nobody's video. He's still out there though.
I was thinking you kind of like made him hang it up or something.
Nah, because me and Jeannie, we are the most closely aligned of all the conscious lecturers. You follow me? We pretty much see eye to eye on most things. We got some.
See what he said. He basically said exactly what I said. The conscious lecturers. See, just because you conscious, okay, people who call themselves the conscious community are all part of the conversation. You the chatty patty people. You get on your internet, you get on your phone, and you talk. That's the conscious people. You go and you do a little research on Google. You check this out because you've seen this avatar. You've seen something that you saw someone else put out there, and you say, "Hey, this is a good conversation." And you just research a little bit and you talk about it. That's the conscious community. Where are the mobilizers? See, that's the group I'm looking for. I'm looking for the mobilizers. That's why I went all the way down to Kentucky. I was like, Tamika Mallory and my son down there, they've been down there for what? A month. I better get my ass down there. And then when I went down there and I scouted what was going on, I was like, okay, well, I don't know where this is going to go, but I already know that this ain't going to go but to the jail. They got arrested down there. See, the 60s was about getting arrested. Right now, the 2000s is about accomplishments. It's no time for no civil arrest. It's about getting shit done right now. Civil arrest, packing up the jails. No, that's not what I'm out here to do right now. I'm out here to put the fear of hell in these people and get something out of it at the same damn time. That's where I'm at with this. To make these people who's in power know, holy shit, they are out here and they really mean business. And they organize. I've never seen them disorganized in my life. Who's leading this? What head do we need to cut off? We don't even know what head to cut off. Oh, they got Screwface. Screwface is leading it. Screwface. We don't know no Screwface. Yeah, Screwface. I'm the Screwface of this shit. Umar, like he mentioned, he said those three and him and the two other gentlemen. He named those two people and said that's as close you're gonna get to the conscious lecturers, not leaders, not the other L, lecturers. You understand? Lecturers. There's a difference between lecturers and there's a difference between civil rights leaders. Do y'all want to follow conscious lecturers? or civil rights leaders. So I actually went and checked out the dude. Now I don't know how many of you folks been following him. How many of you folks has followed the irritated genie? Huh? Well, I researched it. I want to. Hopefully, I can find what I saw the other day. I'm looking for it. So hopefully, when did I look for it? Today, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. So, like I said, I was just looking at it. All right, I'm gonna play it for you, okay, folks? And this is no. Well, this is a shot at him. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know him like that, but I have issues with certain things. I have issues with some things, okay, folks? There's certain rules. There are certain rules that it comes with when it comes to being in the civil rights movement. There's certain rules that implies when it comes to this whole Black Power movement. The number one rule, okay, folks, the number one rule when it comes to the Black Power movement is that your leader of the movement, if you are organizing a march, if you organizing a protest, if you organizing a riot, if you organizing anything, and the leader says he can't make it or she can't make it because they got to go to work, fraud. See how my phone went off? Fraud. Okay, that's God talking. No, that's the number one rule. I'm captain. I made that rule. That's my rule. I take my orders from my creator. I don't take my orders from nobody. I take my orders directly from God. And the number one rule is that you cannot say that you have an oppressor and we need to fight this oppressor. We need to fight this system. We need to evacuate this system. We need to get off this system. We need to divorce the system. But you are married to your oppressor because he has a check for you. You cannot lead. You're not even considered a leader. You are what you are. You're a lecturer. You're an enlightener. You can enlighten the people, but you are not a leader of the people because you have a check that you got to report to. So I don't know if this person is still working there, but let me pull it up for you.
They say it's wartime, so welcome to the war front. Theo, or as he calls himself, the irritated genie is still at it, still on the internet condemning whites, gays, Jews, Asians, anyone who doesn't measure up to his black nationalist views. That's how we gonna put a foot in this cracker's ass. And he is still an employee of the Department of Homeland Security. 3 months after the agency publicly acknowledged his website calling for widespread racial violence. He declined a request for an interview, but on YouTube, even he seemed surprised he was not let go as soon as his employers found out. That always matters. So They know you want to know what you're doing. Don't forget that. He's not the only one wondering how he's kept his $115,000 a year job. Go as soon as his employers found out. I always remind myself, they know you want to know what you're doing. Don't forget that. He's not the only one wondering how he's kept his $115,000.
I don't know what he's about. I might have came across him years ago. I'm not gonna lie. Can't remember. His faces look mad familiar. $115,000 a year. And he said about, yo, I gotta remind myself every time I go and cash my check and I'm about to go and do my live, I gotta remind myself that they know who I am. Folks. Folks. This scares the shit out of me.
Lawyers found out. I always remember, still an employee of the Department of Homeland Security. 3 months after the agency published.
Look, I mean, like, yo, U.S. Department of Homeland Securities, where this racist DHS employee still getting paid from works. So he's a black supremacist. I'm reading them backwards. He's a black supremacist. And he's an employer of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. How much can I trust him? Is he still working there? How much can we trust him? See what happened to Fred, right? See, just because you talk these crackers, you say these crackers because you can say, oh, these crackers. What does that mean? As you go into the bank, go all the way to the bank, you stay online, you talk about, man, these crackers make me sick with your check in hand. Yo, these crackers make me sick. Got your check in hand. Let me sign the back of the check. These crackers make me sick. Or they shorted me $40 on my check. Oh, these damn crackers. They shorted me. I would like that in 20s and 10s, please. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Oh, these crackers make me sick. So for Umar to mention that man, and I just go check him out, and I'm like, oh, so he's the next one that come close. In the conscious lecturers, you three can have that position of conscious lecturers, no problemo. You can have those positions, but don't mislead the people, having them think that you are the leaders, you are the lecturers. Just like we have researchers. Then we have people that we put out there as the A&Rs. You go out there and talk to people. You got the publicities. I know I'm probably tearing that word up, but you have all these different departments. You have the one who deal with the publicity. Yeah, that's the word I'm trying. I'm mixing up two words. The one, you got different departments. But as a leader, you cannot be receiving a check from the person that you call the enemy. You cannot be receiving a 9 to 5 check. Okay, I'm gonna clear it up a little bit. A 9 to 5 check. That's a different check as opposed to them handing you a donation. Take that donation check and give me that shit. Thank you. But a 9 to 5 check, that means that you have a duty, an obligation to, and a responsibility to be up in their ass saying thank you and no thank you and yes and yes and yes, 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 no problem. No, 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 no. You're not a leader over here. You dismissed of your duties. You got to remember, Umar was part of while I was a member. I became a member of the African Stock Exchange in 1997. What was Umar doing in 1997 and 98? What establishments was he part of? Was he still being a problem with the children and signing the bottom of that shit where it says for school use only? And he was making sure that these kids get Adderall and all the drugs and shit like that. You was the one who was getting the check and being signing these kids off to special ed. While I'm out there ground up trying to make sure that I'm 100. Yo, look, for all your conspiracy theories, motherfuckers out there. Sorry, I'm cursing. But once you understood what Illuminati was, and once you understood what your Social Security was, once you understood that your name is automatically on the stock market and they get paid off you all the time, that you were out there making money for them. Once you comprehended that, and if you stayed, because, oh, I got bills. What bills you got? Oh, I got my cable bill. I got my phone bill. What bills do you have? Throw away their cable for a year. How much you paying for cable? $200, $250 a month? To watch a dumb TV? Occupy yourselves. Occupy yourselves. I got so much shit to do. I don't need to be on this shit. On each one of these right here, I gotta be putting something on the back. I don't have no time for this shit. I don't have no time for this. To be chit-chatting to you guys. But it's important for me to do that because that's the only way I'm gonna keep and remain in your ears, in your mind, in your eyes. Because out of sight, out of mind. And even though I might be doing work, out of sight, out of mind. So we gotta stay relevant to you. But behind the scenes, folks, with Umar, he don't want to do right. So we going over the heads of everybody. And I'm sending documentation to the courts. I'm sending that gambling. There's gambling because he has a gambling problem. He gambled my money away. Okay. Umar Johnson gambled my money away. And I'm taking that to the courts and running with it. And this is my living proof. How do I know? Well, look at the video. He gambled my money away. Just gambled my money away.
Differences, but we both RBG. You know what I mean? I'm Pan-Africanist. He would say African nationalist, right? But we both RBG. So we're the club. We would be the three most closely yoked. But he's still out there. When the last time I saw him? Oh, he was going to vent at the fest.
And so he just said it was him, Seti, and the genie. And then so if he's sitting here and saying, well, if the people was to compare or say, you know, who's similar, That's what we say is similar. So that's his analyzing. So he analyzed these people, said they all three similar. So why you and SETI not occupying and doing stuff together? Why SETI not help you build with this the school? And why the genie not involved? Why if you three the most similar, why is that you three men not working together? What's this dude named Sanetta SETI? Let's check SETI out. Sanetta SETI. Sanetta SETI. They can't even pronounce their name. Sanetta SETI.
Opening assistant.
Nah, you ain't gonna be able to get it, baby. You ain't gonna be able to get the name. So I'm trying to Google. I'm doing some research. Oh, my phone not even coming on right now. It's crazy.
Opening assistant.
Oh, come on, man. All right, I'm about to get off of this right here. I did 2 hours too long. Oh my god, what the hell? I hate this phone shit. Like, who are these people? It's like you Google. If I Google Martin Luther King, he's gonna come up. If I Google Malcolm X, he's gonna come up. We Google Umar Johnson, he comes up. I'm Googling Sanetta SETI, and he's not coming up. Who I mean, it's not. I mean, if you Google me, I probably wouldn't come up because I'm not putting myself out there in the position to be like someone to pop up. But if these people are the predominant conscious lecturers in the last 20 years, SETI, and this is a slap. I don't give a damn how y'all look at it. In the last 20 years of you guys being in the spotlight, last 15 years, you guys being in the spotlight, last 10 years, you guys being in the spotlight, what can the black community mobilize off of that you guys had an impact and build on? Do we have a bank? Do we have a economic financial literacy program? What do we have? Or we have Umar Johnson with his buildings that he was able to hustle the money from the people from because he marketed himself. But everyone else, what are y'all doing? Y'all just lecturers? Like the genie, what's going on, fam? I mean, I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing that's really impacting us right now? Y'all all gotta do is right. Get off the internet, because I'm gonna be 100% truthful. And I said it years ago, and I'm saying it again. All you conscious lecturers is just really chasing women. When you do your online stuff, you just really chasing women. You're not trying to improve. All you're trying to do is get some skins. Because we as black men, from your lectures, from your movement, we as black men are just majority is trying to be like you, trying to be lecturers online, trying to be like you, trying to get some finances sent to their Cash App or their PayPal, whatever case may be. That's all they're trying to do. They're not trying to mobilize the people. And like I said, I don't want to, but I have a job to do that I must do it. Otherwise, I get beat up. I get my teeth chipped. I get my skin scraped. I get my skin burnt. I get beat up by my creator if and when I don't do my job, and I get locked up. So no matter what I feel, I better do my job. And this year, I've got to really step it up 1,000%. That's why, Umar, you better pay me. Do what's right. Thank y'all for your listening ear, your support. Stop following the lecturers. Stop. I know y'all looking for your civil rights leaders. I know you are. Well, guess what? If you want Batman to come out the cave, if you want Superman to come from out the ice, if you want the Incredible Hulk to turn green again, support, show love, and fuel. Give me fuel so I can go out there and fight the battle that most men are not willing to fight. And that battle is engaging with these young boys and young girls on a higher level, hand in hand, and building with them, walking them through, giving them the real assignments, and making sure that these assignments get accomplished. Folks, that's the Board of Education. They get paid, they got a budget, and they got a budget after budget after budget to do that work. Majority of us be out there doing this shit for free. And at the very end, we lose the kids because the kids got too much going on in the demonic world. So if you want to see a civil rights leader rise up and do and start doing their job on the level and capacity which we need it, we need you, the fans, the people in the stands, the people that's still in the stadium, but the people that's out there in the seats, in the nosebleed seats, in the field level, in the mezzanine. We need all of you to give us the aid and fuel that we need. Umar's on timeout. Okay, folks? Umar Johnson's officially on timeout because he's getting subbed. He's been a bad boy. And the only way that he can get off the bench is when he come over here and have a powwow. You don't want that letter to get into the hands of the person who I'm sending it to. Like I said, Farrakhan, but the other one is in Delaware. All right, folks. Next time I come on live with Umar, I'm gonna be reading the letter. And yeah, folks. Matter of fact, you might see me deliver the letter. I'm gonna deliver the letter next week. Thank y'all for your listening ear. Have a good night. Peace.